Okay, now I'm going to show you the apex locator. So this is the icon here, number 2. Here you can see the apex locator with a featuring, distance to the foramen, 1/200. I don't like the millimeters here. You can shut off these millimeters, but I operate more on the areas of green, yellow, and red. Red, that means over the foramen. And so I'm actually can program exactly where my unit will giving me a constant peeping. That means that this is the area I wanted the unit to advise me that I'm in that level. Here on the left side, you have memories, which is M0. You have the M1. And as you can see, as I change my memories, the level of the apex locator will also be changing, meaning that I'm closer to the or beyond the foramen, at the foramen, half millimeter from the foramen, and under 1 millimeter from foramen. If I want to change this, I can actually press my finger on the top of that particular level, and I can change according to whatever level I wanted to have, and then press it again, the memory, and that's going to be memorized. It's very important to mention that the numbers you are reading into the display, which is 1/2 and 0, this does not represent the millimeters to the foramen. It's much more predictable to read the colors, green meaning that you are just before the foramen, the orange one, you are at the foramen, and then the red one, you are beyond the foramen. This is more predictable, a better overview for you than the numbers. As you can see here on the left side, there is this watch, and this is very interesting. You have 3 different types of colors here, red and yellow and green. This is the way that the apex locator will be communicating to the apical part. If there is a lot of information going back and forth between the electrodes, then your reading is not good. It's going to be on the red area. So that's important in terms of how fast you come down to the apical part. If you come too fast, your reading is going to be in red, meaning that it's not able for the machine to process that kind of information. That's why you have to stop and allow the watch to come to the green area and then continue moving. So I'm going to show to you basically how this operates. So the connection, it is with a USB-C into the unit on the left side. Here is basically an electrode where you're going to have the hook connected here and the file clip over here. Now I'm using this simulating unit here, which I'm going to connect these two together. And now I'm going to use a K file, number 15, just to show you. I'm going to connect this with my electrode. And as you can see, there is a little contact here. And just take a look and see that the moment I'm starting to go down, you see the watch, it goes to the green. That means I can continue navigating down. And this is the speed that's showing to you that you are in the safe mode. Now, when I come to the area where I should stop, it gives me a continuous sonoric sound, and I'm in the green. That means that's very good. Now, if I go too fast, it's always on the red, so this is not a good reading, very unstable, you see? So if I go to M3, which is up here, under 1 millimeter, it will be the same. Coming down, so I'm beyond now. So if it's a constant peeping, that means that you are in the level you want to be. If it goes several times, that means I'm beyond. Okay? So this is the apex locator, very simple to use. And the interesting thing, it is that I can connect to the unit. But in order for you to avoid that all these cords comes over the patient and maybe this is in the assistant table, I actually can do a different thing. I just push this to the side, I take this out, and I connect this to my motor. Now the motor is not being used as a motor, but as a communicator for the apex locator. So this can be close to the patient, this far away from the patient. However, they are talking to each other. The same thing. Look at this. When I connect this, so it's actually working now. But now also the motor is peeping me, so I don't need to hear this, I can hear this. But all these sounds I can shut down, that the patient gets so stressed. So this can be away from the patient, this close to the patient, actually out from the unit itself, and that is going to work beautifully. Okay, that's a way that you can actually use far away from the unit.